instances, all across the area like that.
Yep.
What about open homes this weekend?
Yeah, we've got 11 this week.
Yep.
Right across the board, variety, units, homes, townhouses, bit of everything for everyone.
Yep.
All different price ranges as well. So that's good. Bit slow last Saturday. There weren't too many people around. The bay was really quiet for some reason last weekend.
It's one of those things you sort of notice at the moment. One day can be really busy.
Yeah.
Like talking about foot traffic on the street, that sort of
Yeah.
thing. One day there's heaps of people about.
Yeah.
The next day it's like there's nothing. You wonder what on earth has happened. There's absolutely nothing happening. I think it's part of that whole. We had that during COVID, and then we launched out of COVID, and there were people everywhere. Like, we're having record months on holiday rentals.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
We launched out of COVID with sales were just incredible, that sort of thing. And now there's sort of been a bit of a resurgence. So yeah, it's just a bit weird.
It is.
Sometimes one day is really good, one day is really quiet. Open homes probably the same. You can probably have one Saturday that's absolutely flat out.
It was the week
one that's
before.
definitely quiet.
Yeah.
So the previous weekend.
Yeah,
there was really good
busy.
numbers for it. So fingers crossed. I haven't looked at the weather this weekend, but hopefully we'll pray for some really good weather. Get some people out and about. There are no fresh COVID cases in the Port Stephens area. Hasn't been for 2 weeks.
I think Hunter Area Health said there's none across the whole area.
Right, yep. So the Newcastle ones seems to have settled down now.
Yep.
So all good that way. So if you're looking to come up to the bay, some of the locals a bit scary. So a little scared of COVID, that sort of thing. So we'll be a little bit careful.
Yeah.
If you're feeling crook, stay at home.
Yeah.
If you've been around anyone with COVID, stay at home. If you haven't, look at property, head on up. There is a bit of a stock shortage. So if you see something you like, you need to get into it. Need to make a positive move that way. So Scott, this week you're talking to us about some updates in the market, that sort of thing. What's happening in more recent weeks?
Yeah, trends are obviously changing around
very quickly. Yep.
Melbourne property market's on the decline. Not much we can do about that.
I mean, they can't move around.
They can't do anything. Yeah. Sydney, apparently, this was the first week into the negative figures. Where things are starting.
That's from realestate.com.
Yep.
So 1 week's. You look at it and you go, is it the start of something? Or sometimes you can get an odd week.
Yep.
That sort of thing.
But the big trend seems that people are getting out of the big cities.
Yep.
And they want to go regional. So regional markets right across the board are strong at the moment.
Yep.
I was talking to someone yesterday, sold 35 houses in 2 weeks in Muswellbrook.
Right.
So, yeah, he couldn't believe it.
Yep.
Things like that are happening.
He obviously didn't have a stock shortage.
No, he obviously didn't.
No.
Yeah. No, I think half of them have been on the market for about 5 years.
Yeah.
So a lot of those homes. But what it's doing, even the investors now, MCG Quantity Surveyors did a report that investors are buying properties on average about 300 kilometres from their principal place of residence.
Right, yep.
So that's something that surprised me a bit. I thought people
Sydney-siders aren't buying, 2 suburbs away.
They're all coming regional.
Yep.
And I think that's why our market is ticking along so well. There's plenty of buyers out there that want to get into a place. And like I think I've said this before, everyone's got used to working from home.
Yeah.
So if you're working from home and your boss and you have worked out that you can do it just as efficiently, why would you live in Sydney when you can come and live in Nelson Bay?
Why would you want to? Yeah. I mean, it's a simple thing. And then if you have to go to Sydney once a week or once a fortnight, nice and easy to do and enjoy the rest of the time.
That's it. Yeah. I think that's one of the main pushes for why things are going that way.
Yep.
Next sort of thing I've read is about people pulling this money out of their super funds.
Yeah.
They pulled the 10 grand, and then I think they can pull another 10 grand.
It's about the time where they can. Yep.
Yeah, great, and they've all been buying.
Sounds like good theory.
Oh yeah, sounds great. 10 grand, they went and spent it, bought better cars or whatever they did with them.
Caravans.
Yeah, all that sort of thing. But now, through the ATO, has obviously red flagged it. So the blenders are knocking back people on home loans now if they pull money out of their super.
Yeah.
Unless you can justify why it had to be pulled out, which in my knowledge is you had to have a 20% reduction in hours or income over the time and what you did with that money. So if you've just pulled it out and sat on it, you can't use that to say to the bank, I've got 10 grand in the bank.
That's not a good sign for the bank, is it? No.
just be careful there. If you have pulled money out of your super during this, go and see a broker or a lender to find out exactly what you can do, because you might have to wait 6 months before you can look at financing.
Piece out why you took the money out and what it was used for.
Exactly.
Probably. So there's a clear step there. There's no confusion.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. But I mean, if you took money out and okay, if you had a reduction in income and you had to take money out to bolster the mortgage repayments or whatever at the time, or bolster the income, and now your income's restored a bit, most lenders, I think, would look at that and they can make sense of that.
Even one of the lenders said if you pulled it out because of COVID, because you're under financial stress, they're a bit worried that it could happen again.
Yeah.
You could become in financial stress again down the track.
Yep.
So just be careful.
That's it. They changed policies pretty quickly. I mean, when we had a couple of cases here in the Bay, one bank, which I think we had one or two sales going from that time, suddenly pulled all their approvals, and it was like they're like, "Oh, you're a hotspot." It's like,
Which
mate,
bank?
there's 5 cases. Yeah, that bank. Well done, guys. Yeah, there was 5 cases all in one family, and there wasn't an instance outside of that. Yet a bank went and changed their policy.
Purely on our postcode.
Yeah, absolute madness. But that's sort of some of the thing that's happened lately.
It is.
So thanks for that, Scott.
No problem.
Yeah, with the resurgence, a little bit of COVID, that's the thing. Holiday rentals are a bit quieter.
Yep.
The girls are getting asked a lot of questions about when people book about cancellation policies for even December, that sort of thing.
Okay.
I heard of one 27th December booking, and they wanted to know about COVID cancellation policy.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's all well gone by then.
Hope so.
Who knows? But touch wood.
Yes.
So permanent rentals though have been off the chart.
Yeah.
Twice this week, the girls have come to me and said they've leased a property within a couple of hours of it coming available. One owner, I mean, she was going to put it on and it got delayed because of something, I forget what it was exactly. Finally, it was ready to go. The girls turned up a tenant like that. Excellent tenant. I think there was like 4 or 5 applications, and the tenant they've approved is just outstanding. So if you've got a permanent rental, haven't got the results, or you've got a property that's been holiday renting but hasn't been doing well as a holiday rental, maybe look at switching it to permanent. Some properties suit permanent better than holiday rental. You need to look at location and all that, and your lifestyle balance as to what's the best bet there. So any questions on that, give Lisa a call at the office, 49804400. If you'd like an appraisal on your property, be it slightest thought of selling at all, the guys would all love to tell you, to talk to you. We are very much short of stock at the moment. So comment on the Facebook page, the YouTube page, or give the office a call, 49804400. They'll be glad to help you out. And apart from that, have a great weekend this weekend, and we'll see you again next Thursday at 4 p.m. Thanks.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you.